Hello everyone, this is Bob and Threadbare, and welcome back to Prey. Although this time, I should call it Mooncrash. That's right, Prey's developers came out with a special DLC. This is, essentially, it's a roguelike expansion that features the facility on the moon, rather than the orbiting Talos 1 facility. Also, in this case, there is only one campaign, and as such, I've had to get rid of my old progress in order to start fresh. You'll note that the symbol in the corner there is different from the usual one. That's because we're not working for TranStar this time. Or our new protagonist, who is entirely human this time, by the way. Just as soon as it finishes loading here.
This is Basilisk. Hello. This is Basilisk to Casmo Module 13. We are sending 2 classified pieces of technology we recovered from TranStar's moon base. They should be arriving in a few moments. One is an operator containing a backup of the base. It's a simulation of all the research data, company secrets, and connectomes from employee brains. We picked you because it's protected by a lot of encryption. Fortunately, it comes with a looking glass visor, so you'll be able to search the sim visually. You'll be plugging into the moon base as it was, seeing it through the personnel that was stationed there. There's a lot to do. I'm sending your orders along so you can check them off as you go. Oh, and congratulations. I am pleased to inform you that executing these orders will fulfill your contract. After you recover the data, we're going to pick you up. So great news. You'll be with family soon. Okay, M13, you're the expert. The delivery is docking now, so I'll leave you to it.
Transport craft African B KTL-17, commencing docking procedure. Please stand by to receive payload.
Cargo door. I could swear I've heard that voice actress from somewhere else in the game, but I cannot place her for some reason. Anyway. Yep, so you just heard the entire premise of the DLC here. We're going to be diving into a sim of TranStar's moonbase. And in so doing, experience the lives of several people and try to help them escape in the simulated version of their escapes. Of course, there's still more world building to be seen here, although this game is much lighter in terms of plot than the regular game, as you might expect from a roguelike. Plot is never really the focus of that genre of the game. But hey, Starbender Cycle 2 there. And, oh, it's July, which means it's either about half a year before or after the Talos 1 incident. Very likely after, because the moon base has also gone through a disaster, apparently. A containment breach. Has her family there. It's a daughter's picture. Grades. Whoever we are is really does want to get back home to their family. I think the gender's intentionally left vague. Yeah, looks like the Earth has not undergone the complete disaster of having the typhon get there. But still, going back home might not really be the best the best thing to happen to us. Although then again, we're kind of just stuck here in this tiny satellite. So it's kind of a toss-up. So, like many a roguelike, we have a choice of protagonist, although most of those choices are locked initially. So our first option is the volunteer who looks like a World of Darkness Nosferatu. Some crazy shit's happened to that guy. Anyway, he's got a very limited number of human abilities, a fairly long list of Typhon abilities. So he's essentially a psychic. This is the psychic build. And if we want anything more than T rations and a couple psi stims, we're going to need to play the game. Just left in a little bit of that to...
Attention all Typhon's crew members. This is an emergency broadcast. Please report to designated escape pod stations and prepare for evacuation. If you are unable to reach an escape pod, security will track your position as they conduct a final sweep before launching.
So yeah, we are starting from nothing here. We have a wrench, we are in a room full of mimics, but hey, we do get a whole bunch of points for a silenced pistol and silenced pistol ammo.
Typhon material detected.
Which is a thing that will carry on into future playthroughs. Now, unlike a lot of roguelikes, the map... Did they...
Detected.
That mimic knocked itself out by jumping underneath that box. Also, important device here. The game basically just showed us how it works. To make sure. And yeah, note it says press to track. So it will allow, just if we get to one of these things, it will automatically just mark all of the Typhon nearby. All the ones that are preventing it from opening. That is something that I forget initially, and oh, look at that. Moon gravity. And although it's not realistic, I don't believe it's possible to take falling damage in Mooncrash. I say it's unrealistic because, in reality, if you got going fast enough, I mean, getting up to a damaging velocity is harder on the moon, but it's still entirely possible if nothing slows your fall. Yeah, the rate of acceleration is lower, but the maximum acceleration is not.
Gate reactivation in 3, 2, 1.
Yes, another feature worth noting is that the Typhon gate only works one way, and if you come at it from the opposite angle, you can just press the button to turn it off and go through, potentially into a room full of Typhon. Because that's the only reason you would need to turn it off for a second. Anyway, hey, it's the moon. We are currently on the lunar surface, and we are able to breathe. Our blood isn't boiling because of those giant force fields above our head. Yeah, don't want to be too cavalier about jumping off. We get points for locating TranStar employees. That is information that our employers want to know. Is it what happened to this base, you know? It looks like there's another one of the Typhon gates ahead, but it is red, which means there are more Typhon nearby. We do have a wrench, though, and I am an experienced player of Prey. Therefore, it should hopefully not be too much trouble for me to get over there, kill whatever mimics are hidden nearby, and get through without dying, even though my starting health is 75. Now, there are a lot of rocks around here, so maybe just hitting a few will help. Okay, not that one. Not that one. Apple core. Alright, so they do need to be... They can be some distance away from the gate, and still trigger the gate's closing mechanism. We'll just cancel that. Oh hey, a Huntress Boltcaster. I never realized it talks to you. What was that, Good Luck Bolter? Did that happen in the main game? Now the mimics must be on top of here, because I haven't heard any of them chittering. And there are a few rocks up here, so let's see which ones are real. Oh, not that one. Oh, that one is. Not that one. Nope. That one's real. That one's fake. And that one's real. Alright, the gate is still red though, so I haven't found all the mimics. I don't really have a zoom function or the psychoscope anymore, so I can't really see from here. Oh, medkit, that'll be useful. Can't really see from here how many are left. Like I said, I could press the screen to automatically track the Typhon. I tested that one already. What about this one? Oh! Nice. None of them even shifted back into mimics to attack me. But yes, I could press that button, but during this and the next playthrough, I kind of forget about that fact. Ooh. My reward for making it this far. Now, much like a roguelike, a lot of the enemies and the items we find are going to be randomized. But this is the first playthrough. A lot of the stuff is set up ahead of time. This run-through is easing us into the DLC. It's letting us know how this goes, and so a lot of the stuff that otherwise would be random is set. Oh, that's nice. Could come in handy. And I am hearing some phantoms off in the distance there. Now, where we are right now, this is the hub area. There are a lot of areas that just sort of branch out from this central location. That guy's new here.
Designation, Bullfrog 256S. Regular harvested.
Oh. Looks like it's using recycling technology in order to harvest material out of the stones. And yes, so the simulation is kind of broken over here, because they want me to focus on the central area of the game before they unlock all of the side areas. So all of the side areas are currently inaccessible. They will become accessible after I beat the game once. After I escape with a survivor once. Yes, the supply crates you find are pretty much set in their locations, but what's inside them is not. There's you can usually determine what kind of things you can expect. Oh, I can zoom. I was mistaken about that. But yes, it's still not the psychoscope. Uh-oh. Gotcha. Yeah, it's still not the psychoscope, which is important. Because much like the regular game, you can actually gain access to new psychic abilities by scanning the Typhon. Oh, what's over here? Dermaweb skin graft. So you know how in the main game I had the option of taking special injury types, but I turned that off? Those are turned on for Mooncrash, and you do not get a choice. You have to deal with them. Fortunately, just taking damage in general does not necessarily cause you to experience those special types of damage. And, incidentally, I have no idea why there is a giant purple, oh, neat. Yeah, there's a giant purple telepath over there. And, you know, it seems like kind of a hard monster to just sort of experience immediately. And then at the same time, it's purple. What's up with that? Aha! I knew there was a reason to get up here. 2 fresh new weapon types. The Cycler and the Stun Gun. Now, I believe the... Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. No falling damage, fortunately. None that I've experienced yet, anyway. Alright, so... the fact that it's a purple telepath probably means that it's alone. So, if I can get it to be distracted by this Typhon lure... No. Nope, that was less helpful than I thought it would be. Typhon lure just hit the ground and kept on going. Not good. Taking a little bit of damage here. The telepath is almost all the way down, but I am out of ammo. I feared it somehow, but fear is gone, so... oh dear. Don't want to get too close when that happens. Got you. Oof. Apparently there was this little auto turret here hidden in the corner. Alright, didn't want to waste a med kit, but luckily I got packed with rations before I began, so... oh. Okay. Is that why it was purple? Because it was carrying a magic-grade chipset? Yeah, I don't know if this game, Mooncrash, follows the usual color coordination. But if it does, then green is magic, then...
Anterior shield, nominal. Posterior shielding, service requested. Mineralogy report. Lunar regolith. Basaltic rock fragments. Anorthositic rock fragments. Agglutinate glass particles. Volcanic spherules. Impact spherules. End report. Unit station. Pythias Moon Base. Operating hours logged with Moonworks facility. Deep sample report logged.
Alright, so I think that one thing it said was essentially that it takes more damage if you hit it in the rear. Typhon towers. Alright, what have we got in here? Oh, supply crate engineering type. Very helpfully labeled for you. Yes, it is possible to go up and down from in here. Although getting up from here is a bit more tricky. I do discover a little bit later that it's actually easier than it looks, but, well, I won't bother explaining it. You'll see it when we get to it. Until then, I am trying to jump up this collection of lunar rocks here. Let me just check down in the basement here first. Yeah, nothing down there, but there might be something up above. It's worth checking out. Got this tarp up here. There we go. Now if you can just get on top of the tarp. Alright. Nothing but the tarp up here. Oh, but there is something on top of the Typhon Tower. So if I can just jump on over there. Yes, I can. Special supply crate. Oh, special indeed. My first 2 neuromods. So what do we have here? Very limited supply. Although it is from abilities that we got in the main game. Kinetic Blast looks useful, and that only costs 1. Regeneration is useful, only costs 1. So, you know, I got 2 of these, might as well. Nifty. Now let's get the other one. Alright. So, now we are armed. We've got Kinetic Blast. And as far as the test subject is concerned, it is our go-to option. Oh, good. Look at that. Hadn't even realized there was a health box over there. I should go get that. At some point. Looks like all of the mining equipment has gone through a small disaster. Oh! Damn it! Alright, that's one down. And yeah, it says there's one more thing to... needs tracking around here. Another mimic in the nearby area. But I forget to press the button that allows me to automatically track it, and instead I'm just sort of looking around, futzing around on my own. But don't you worry, I will realize where it is eventually. And meanwhile, I haven't explored this part of the main crater here. And this part is where all of the phantom sounds were coming from. So let's see what we can do about that. Oh. A taste of your own medicine. Oh crap. Power does not regenerate quite as fast as I would like. Oh dear. And there's 2 more of them. Fortunately, this only cost me 20 psi. Nice, got them both. If I can do that one more time, I'll have finished this. Whoop. Yeah, no you don't. I think they're just out of range. Lame. Ah, gotcha. Shouldn't have jumped back forward there, guy. Sweet. 3 phantoms down. What else have we got? Oop, there's the last one. That is a disruptor stun gun on it. And medical supply crate. Ooh, more neuromods. Ooh, so there are 2 kinds of crates you can find neuromods in. I might as well take psionic aptitude. I mean, it not only does it give me a bigger psi pool, it also refills the psi pool for me. Alright, last Typhon Tower over here. One more body, one more prize. Ooh. EMP. Oh, a destroyed harvester, which has a large control module in it. Huh. I guess they don't have much more to say. Alright, so what does this construction area here have? Oh, a glue turret. That's new. So it's like a normal auto turret, but it fires glue charges instead. You just, I don't know, deploy it over here, see what happens. I mean, it does say that there's another Typhon around here somewhere. Figure, if I put it close by, it might be useful.
Scanning target, no Typhon material detected.
Alright. I didn't. Oh, another new thing. A glue grenade. It's like another grenade, except it causes everything to blow up in big piles of glue. Pretty nice. So, you can climb pretty high up along the sides of the crater here, but for the most part there's really no point. Most of the stuff worth grabbing is in one of those giant piles of rocks, or in one of the Typhon towers, or in the center of the area. There are a couple of things, we've already encountered some items along the side. Coagulating gel. Sounds like bleeding is going to be a problem. Right. So I've made a full circuit here, gotten back to the entrance. So, let me just double check over here, make sure I've found everything and everyone. Yep. Yep, both the corpses. I've interacted with both of them. Yes, the objective is telling me to head into the center area here. So I will. Oh, another phantom. Must be down there. Took it by surprise, and so I killed it. Uh-oh. I think I pissed off the harvester. Yes, I did. It is coming at me full bar. Fortunately, robots are weak against kinetics. Maybe weak is the wrong word. They aren't strong against kinetic blast. And so, hitting them with it is very effective. Now I could repair the harvester, or I could destroy it. Because destroying it gives you 500 points. Always nice to have. And another control module. Along with some basic materials. So yeah, just hitting them is always worth it. But even the harvesters that are just minding their own business, go ahead and hit them. Hit them hard. Kind of looking around, seeing if there's another one I can smash. Anyway, I think I've wasted enough time. It's time to go down into the center here. All the way down into this sort of cavern area in the center of the crater that I've... looks like they've burrowed out. Oh. There's a mimic around here somewhere. Sounds like it's moving around, too. Sure enough! So I may have panicked. Did not realize the mimic would be that close to me. And so when it showed up, I just automatically hit it with a kinetic blast, even though the blast hit me too. Still, I got regeneration, and so I got most of my health back from that little incident. Alright, they got passageway to Pytheas Labs. Little side passage here. It bypasses the door I just walked through. I don't know. Maybe it'll be more useful in future playthroughs. Basic ballistic turret broken. Man, so close. So dang close to the weapons storage. Speaking of so close, oh man, I've run out of inventory space. The shotgun is right there. The shotgun is right there, but I can't grab it. I can at least just download the area map here. So now let's get a proper look at the crater. Yeah, an underground passage that leads to Pytheas Labs. Seems like a tactical somehow. Oh, there's a crater pod available. And that is on this map. Okay, so there are a bunch of hazards that can exist in the side areas here. Radiation, fire, lack of oxygen, all that good stuff. Alright, yeah, I gotta drop some of this stuff. Gotta make room. Make room for a shotgun. Feels good. Apparently the Q-beam cells almost phased into the ground there. Well, yeah, it looks like I found 5 crew members from the crater area. So there's still quite a lot left to find, but others of them are in the other parts of the map. The other 3 areas. Crew, Pytheas, and Moonworks. Looks like I found some Moonworks employees, too. Yeah, as usual, the goal is to find all the crew.
Requesting new operator.
It's not a main goal, but it is a side goal.
Transfer code 14.
Inspecting. Pursuit station. Combat activity.
Clear of aperture.
Nice.
2,675 serious incident alerts in the last 24 hours. Operator dispensers are specialized fabricators. Careless use of aluminum plate.
Alright, I don't think any of that is new. Oh, another engineering operator. Oh, and one that is busted. Let me get this disruptor out. Alright, that takes care of that. Another body. Volunteer test notes. Ah, so this is why they're called Typhon Towers. Because that's where they released the Typhon. And looks like here we are discovering what good the control modules do.
Operator approach.
Seems like I can get points from destroying normal, correctly operating operators as well. And hey! Doesn't seem like we need a control module in this run-through. But yeah, got the recycler here. And even the material cubes fall slower on the moon. Anti-rad. That's from the base game. Yeah, it looks like there's some interface going on here that I am just not a party to right now. Anyway. Now, unlike the fabrication plans, the materials you gather do not travel between run-throughs. So... oh yeah, definitely that one. Not that much. But hey, it is enough to maybe buy some 9mm bullets, which I need to actually use one of my weapons here. Shotgun shells, those are just useful, period, as far as I'm concerned. Yep, now let's get the numbers all in order here. I got one neuromod to spare, but nothing to really use it on. Oh, interesting. Yeah, this is... Kazma is who we work for, and these are all of the different things that we want to do in order to effectively beat the game. Finishing the story is not what we really need to do. However, there are story objectives, like essentially the 5 people we can be all have one preferred means of escape. Now, unfortunately, you cannot actually use the volunteers' preferred means of escape during this first run-through. It sort of effectively forces you to check more than one, to go through more than one playthrough, because you cannot, you absolutely cannot, even no matter how good you are at Mooncrash or Prey, it is impossible to beat the game on your first run-through. You have to reset the simulation at least once. And, you know, I get why they do that. They want you to understand all of the different things that this game has to offer, and even if you don't die, you should reset the simulation in order to experience them all. Alright, this is some sort of, power control. Engineering annex. Yeah, basically it allows you to add control modules in order to power those areas up, if power would otherwise be broken down in a future run. Because, as far as I understand it, the more times you escape with characters in a single run, the more things break down for future characters. So yeah, escaping with all the characters during a single run through is very difficult. Alright, now I think I see the health crate up there, so let's go get it. Somebody left their helmet up here. Yeah, medkit. Very useful, now that I don't have all the mods I had back in the base game. Alright, so this thing still won't let me through, because there's still a mimic I haven't dealt with. Okay, that's not it. Another Disruptor stun gun, and more Neuromods. I think that one Neuromod is guaranteed to appear, by the way. The one on this person here. Okay, Typhon Gate workaround. Alright, so I could find that mimic, and I can find that mimic by just pressing the screen there. I know it's around there somewhere, but I just can't be bothered to actually hit any of these rocks. Or enough of the... Why must I contradict myself? But yes, I clearly missed the rock that is the actual mimic, because this thing won't let me through. But zapping it with the disruptor lets me through anyway. And that is important, because eventually, if you get too many mods, you will detect as a Typhon yourself, and the gate will never open for you. Sort of like the main game. Oh. Just aim this right. Oh dear. It was rather a lot more of explosions than I was expecting. So I may want to avoid all of that because I don't have a glue gun here. Luckily, there's this whole big area over on the right here. Then again, I do have that glue charge, so might as well see if it works. Huh. I was expecting more results. Oh well. So, the escape pod's just through that exit door there, but I want to see what's down here first. If I can just, yeah, special supply crate, 2 more Neuro mods, nice. Alright. Yeah, let's just go get those installed right away here. Or maybe not. I'm not that big a fan of lift field. But hey, I'm not Morgan you anymore. Might come in handy. If I can get back up. Well. I'm stuck.
Seek medical attention.
Oh dear. I thought that would knock me loose, but instead it set fire to that flammable pipe. And I'm still stuck. Well, isn't this inauspicious? I've got no neuromods. I don't think lift field would actually help because I'm stuck in every direction. Oh. I thought the physics might do something, but instead it blew up and made the fire even worse. And oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, now that's interesting. Apparently, I may be stuck, but I am only exposed to the flames when I turn my back to them. Incidentally, this is one of those special damage types, third-degree burns that reduce maximum health. This is not how I wanted to show off how this works, but here we are. Got that dermaweb skin graft. Yep. That is the item to remove third-degree burns. Useful. However, I may want to kill myself, because I am not getting out of here. Nothing I do is letting me get out of here. And this is Mooncrash, a roguelike. There are no quick saves and quick loads. There are no autosaves except when you die, so killing myself might be the only option. Oh, now I get freed out of that thing. At least I got a good sim point haul.